Hey folks, welcome back to the FME Evangelist video version. I'm here today with Aaron Koning again.
Hi there.
And we're going to try and make this the power quarter hour this time because we probably will run a bit long. And there we are, just so you can say hello. Okay, so what are we doing today, Aaron? We are...
Happy 100th birthday.
Well, yeah, we're celebrating the 100th post of the FME Evangelist. Which is great. So this is going to be the 100th post.
This is it.
This is going to be it.
I feel like I'm a part of history.
You are,
now.
Absolutely. So go read the other 99% of 99 posts that we've done.
It's good stuff.
Yeah. So today we're going to look at FBpedia. We're going to look at some examples on there that you might be interested in. Some new transformers we've uploaded to the FME store. We're going to do a demo. The demo is going to be, what is it? It's attachments in ArcGIS.
It's a very cool
GeoDatabase,
yeah.
Then we're going to look at a couple of movies on YouTube, and then just run through the media, blogs, conference.
Standard, what have we been doing, what's going on.
Absolutely. Let's get going. Yeah. FBpedia. So what have we got on FBpedia? We have, let's see.
We've got a nice little article just added recently on Python and FME basics.
Yeah.
And this is, we had Oliver's Python corner before, which was about PyFME. Now we have a new module for FME objects, I guess.
Yes.
Called, well, it's Python for FME objects.
Yes. So, yeah, so we've got this new article up there. Hopefully it's a good replacement for the Python corner. It's got some information about basics, the scripts, shutdown scripts, startup scripts, scripted parameters, transformers,
all kinds of good stuff. But it is missing the nice Python logo.
It is. We should have that.
We'll get to that.
Yeah.
What else we have?
We've got an article on parallel processing. I know we have one already on the FB Evangelist, but this one includes a few more examples and also some timings, which are quite good to see. So this is from Dimitri,
oh yes,
our colleague at SAFE. So he's got his raster DEM generator example there. We've got an example of tin generator, buffering.
Where's that one that shows the big difference? There it is.
Clipping. Oh, no, actually, yeah, clipping. That was a good one. So, yeah, so he's got parallel processing with clipping, 2.25 million features, 7.5 minutes compared to 27.
I mean, that's huge. That's 20 minutes you get, so that's... Now you can't have your lunch break, I guess.
Absolutely.
Keep going. Okay.
And so, yeah, so that's a very good article to have a look at, just to get some idea of different timings. And I think Dimitri was on a quad-core machine.
Ah, yes. And yeah, let's keep going.
Yeah, let's keep going quick. We'll run over again. So, Oracle triggers. I think this is one of your examples.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, actually, Steve put this one together, but really it's about, a lot of people have been asking for trigger on the database. I add some data in there. Then I want something to happen, to be transformed. Okay. Or I think you had an example there.
Yeah, I guess you could say if you could get FME server to translate it to KML, for example.
Yes.
And then make it available for serving up as a network link.
Another good one might be you want to alert a bunch of people that have signed up to learn about new data in that area, perhaps.
I like that one, yeah. So if you're like a data provider, you can set up an alert. Some data gets put into the Oracle database, it gets triggered, it triggers an event on the FB server, which will be a notification perhaps, and you can ping emails out to...
emails, Twitter, anything you want.
And if you're wondering how to find these on FBpedia, just go to the main page and basically click on Browse All Articles and you'll find them on there pretty easily. But I'll put links in the Evangelist post as well.
Very good. All right, back to the...
So next stop, what are we looking at next? FME store. So let's have a look.
So we got some new stuff that we wanted to show off up there.
Yeah, some new transformers we've uploaded from SAFE. KML diagram.
Now wait a minute, is that new?
It's not new, no. It's a reworking of an old transformer. Okay. So I think it's going to mess my display up a little bit because we're recording this as well.
Maybe switch back and forth.
That might do it. There we go. That's better. Well done.
Lucky.
Yeah, so this is a transformer for producing diagrams, if you like, within Google Earth.
Cylinders or squares
Yes.
that are extruded.
So the classic example was with the earthquakes. The bigger the earthquake, the bigger the cylinder was showing up.
Right.
So it's a nice example. We've got some good best practices going on with the bookmarks. We've got making it bulletproof at the start by saying, have you got a coordinate system? If you don't, then this data is going to get rejected.
Oh, nice feature there.
Because you need to have a coordinate system to write to KML. So we fetch the coordinate system, we test, and if we need to, we reproject. And then we've got some few other KML stuff in there.
It looks like it's a lot simpler than in the past.
It was. It is. It was a lot more difficult before.
And maybe flip back to the main and show.
And 2012 is responsible for this, because a lot of this couldn't have been done without FBpedia 2012 updates.
I love this. Used to be you just typed in what you wanted.
Right.
Now we've got all these options.
You can
nice
pick round or
slider.
square. You can pick the size of the feature, the attribute to scale by, etc., etc.
Nice one.
Yeah.
Well, let's look at the Twitter status fetcher.
It's not status fetcher, it's profile fetcher.
This is, how many times have we done this? 3, 4,
I don't
10?
know. It's actually your transformer as well, and you can't remember.
We'll have to give credit to Joel, who wrote the initial one.
Okay.
So the issue here is when people try and get geocoded tweets, sometimes it'll have geocoding on it. But if it doesn't, you want to put it into some location. So then we go to the profile, find the location of that, and then geocode.
Okay.
So that's exactly.
So the benefit of fetching someone's profile is they might have their location encoded in there.
Yeah, and you also get their picture too, which is awesome.
Oh, well,
there
you go. So then you could encode it right out KML, put a little image of their picture.
You're getting crazy now. Okay.
Do all sorts of stuff.
Let's look at one more. It's called the fuzzy string comparer.
Okay.
So something that Dave can pass.
Okay, I saw this and I was quite interested. So
you thought,
what does it do?
Well, what it does, go into there, is it gives you take one string, say school, and then you match it to, say, now I have a bad example, but anything that contains school, what's the percent that they are similar?
Okay.
You get a similarity ratio of that.
So it might be good for matching addresses where one address has got commas in it and the other one doesn't.
Exactly.
Okay.
And you can output ratio, and you can see in the documentation, transformer description, it uses Python.
Okay.
So maybe let's edit that quickly and take a look.
Yeah, I'm going to embed it first.
Oh, right, of course. And there we go. And
there we go, Python call. So that'll be using the new Python.
It's using, using the latest Python that's included with FME.
Python?
Well, actually, it's not using FME.
Oh, okay, it's not using FME at all. So
there's just a diff library in there that it's a sequence matching algorithm.
Oh, fantastic.
So you just use that. Yeah.
Okay, so there's a good Python example.
Yeah.
And all of these you can find in the Transformer Gallery. If you click on Transformer Gallery, FME Store Transformers, they're all there under different categories again.
Very good.
And in 2013, or just mentioned this, Transformer is going to be allowed to have multiple categories, so we can organize things a little bit better.
Okay.
So that's going to be a huge benefit, I think.
That's good, because the KML transformers, a lot of them are kind of web services, and you want to put some of them in there. So we got a demo coming up.
Yes, demo quickly is we're talking about attachments in
GeoDatabase.
In GeoDatabase, thank you. I was totally struggling for the word there.
So here you've got Arc Catalog open here, and
well, it's ArcMap because Arc Catalog's sort of incorporated into
now. Yeah, I'm old.
I know, old school.
Yeah.
So how this works is with a relationship class. So I've got a GeoDatabase here. It's a file GeoDatabase. What we've got is emergency facilities. That's the basic data set. We've got another feature class to hold the attachments that we want to put on there.
What kind of attachments can we put in there?
We can put any file in there pretty much. I think you can even do like PDF files and things like that. In this case, we're going to do images.
Oh, I like that.
PNGs or JPEGs or something.
Visual is something about it.
Yeah. And there's a relationship class set up as well, which you absolutely need to do this. And what we generally recommend is you set up the relationship classes first in ArcGIS and then just populate them from within FME.
Ah, good tip.
And that's what we're doing in this workspace. If you've ever done the FME Esri training course or going to do it, you'll find this as one example. So we're reading the emergency facilities from a database. We're reading a bunch of photographs. In fact, here we're just reading the names of the files, which is important because the name of the photograph is the link to the feature itself.
Right. So in the facilities, there's a field there that has the name of the photos.
That's right.
Okay.
Yes. So we're going to join them together.
Mm.
So really, we got three different feature classes we're writing to. We're writing the emergency facility data out there.
The actual locations.
Yep. We're writing the attachments to this feature class, and in the middle, we're writing a feature class that's got the relationship information.
Okay.
And so what we need to do is we need to tag these features and say, hey, these have a relationship. So we set GeoDB feature has relationship.
Yes.
To yes. And we do that, and we create, with the counter, we create a unique ID for each item, because that's they need
That's
to
how
have.
they do the join.
Yes, they need to have this, and we rename that to destination OID, and I think this one renames it to origin OID.
Okay.
So that's how that works.
It's like primary, foreign, or something.
Yes.
Yeah, interesting.
So then those features get written off to their respective places. In the attachments, what we're doing here is we're actually reading the contents of the file.
Okay.
So we say, take the name of the photograph, read that file into an attribute, and then write that attribute into the feature class.
Makes sense.
And then in the middle, we're doing a feature merger. So we're reading, requesting, supplying that information. So we're basically creating a single feature, and we're saying this defines a GeoDB relationship.
So that's really key to getting that to work.
So you've got to set that type. We clean up any attributes and we write that out.
What does it look like?
I will show you. What would be nice, I think, is if we had some sort of, like we've got a KML styler and stuff. It would be nice if we have a GeoDatabase styler or a GeoDatabase relationship setter or something like that.
That'd make a good enhancement.
I think that'd be a good transformer, yeah. So anyway, once we've got that, and I'm not going to run it now because it would just take a couple of minutes and we're trying to speed through things. So what we've got is a bunch of emergency facilities, and I can query them with this HTML pop-up, which was new to me. Robin showed me the other day. You query something, and there's the image that we read in.
Oh wow, this is in ArcMap.
Yes, and we created a relationship class, and so there's all the information.
Wow, it's come. This has come a long way since the last time. It reminds me a little bit of Google Earth in that you get those balloons.
With a balloon, yeah, I like that that sort of HTML balloon idea.
And I mean, this visual is very nice too.
And I don't know what would happen if your attachment was a PDF instead of an image. It might. I don't know what it would do. It'd be interesting to find out.
What if the attachment was a GeoDatabase and a personal one? Maybe?
I don't know if you would attach one GeoDatabase inside another. I think that would be
maybe it would be
messy. Yes.
But that's very cool. Being able to store photos in there and see them in that way. That's
exactly.
Nice.
Let's put us back on screen for a second. Okay, so what was next on our list? The FBpedia channel on YouTube. Yes, let's
open that thing up.
Let's find, yes, so we've got a YouTube channel. Like most people would know this, I guess.
Yeah, and we've got some new movies up here. We've got the first one's on inspecting and using notifications.
Okay.
So part of the problem with notification server, one of the issues, is knowing what that message looks like as it comes in. So this video talks about inspecting that using Google Fusion tables. Actually.
Okay. Yeah, notification is pretty interesting because I think what happens is that a trigger occurs and the notification service waits for that, and then it sends a message to...
Could be a workspace, could be a URL, could be an email.
Okay. And
basically anywhere you want.
So the idea is, how do you decode that message? Is that what this is talking about?
Yeah, how do you know what that message is? So you can build a workspace that can then read that. So if you got JSON coming in, then you want to log that out effectively to Google Fusion tables.
Interesting.
And then work with that. Yeah.
Cool.
We've also got one on LiDAR. Well, that's the webinar that's went up recently.
Okay.
We recently had that LiDAR webinar. We've got working with coordinate systems in FME. That comes up a lot. A lot of people ask about that.
Okay, so that's a fairly basic one.
Pretty basic, but boy, does that come up often. And processing Amazon SNS events.
SNS is?
Simple Notification Server.
Oh,
or service, I should say. Yeah. Well,
is it something to do with XML as well?
It does actually. It sends or JSON. One of the two. Those are the two most popular. But Amazon has a notification service that you can pass to and receive.
Okay.
So this is all about FME server receiving messages from Amazon. And then the last one we have is all about doing scheduling with FME server. And if you click on playlists, I wanted to highlight.
Playlist there.
I wanted to highlight we have a third-party integration playlist here, and we're adding any videos that partners or others put up there.
Yeah,
take a look. There's only one so far, but if you do an integration and you put a video on YouTube,
Okay.
we can link it in. And this
Okay.
one in particular.
Yeah, I realize. I seem to remember if somebody else puts a movie up there, we can tag it and add it as part of one of our playlists.
Exactly. And this particular person has done one in German and English.
Okay.
It's all about OpenStreetMap.
So that's what this German playlist is about.
Exactly, in German.
Excellent.
Yeah, and we have a few more down there in Spanish, in Portuguese.
Oh yeah,
French.
there's Portuguese.
Nothing in Esperanto. Nothing in Esperanto yet.
What's Spire? We've got in Spanish, in French, Inspire.
Inspire. It's a Halo language.
Okay, gotcha.
Inspire.
Gotcha.
Oh, that's a nerd humor, but.
I'm too old for that. I don't understand.
Okay, well, your kid. Well, never mind. What are we on to next?
Okay, we are looking at media and blogs.
Okay, so there's this thing called Evangelist.
Yes.
FME Evangelist. And you've got.
I did a post recently. Yeah, that's true.
The Tao of Mark.
Yeah, I guess I got very. Let's have a look.
Let's take a look at it.
Evangelist.com.
I thought it was a great overview of.
Okay. So what we've got in the FBE training course, we've got a section on best practice, and a lot of the things in there have little recommendations underneath. So what I did, I just took all the recommendations and put them into a list and said what they do. And somebody wrote and asked, well, how do you solve this problem in particular with the attribute filter and the attribute setter? And the solution for that is to use the value mapper. Yeah, attribute value mapper or attribute range mapper if you need to.
The range mapper is very key. We had that a couple of years back, but it really expands the ability to filter and setting. Very cool.
So if your years in here were like 2004 to 2006, then you could use a range mapper to do that.
Very good. Lots of good stuff on there. You also added one on quick ad readers, which is really a takeoff from another one.
Right, yes, that was the recent video.
Oh, was that the recent one?
That was the video Evangelist we did.
Well, don't worry about that because we're watching this one. And then GIS Study put up a, if you go back to the PowerPoint there, they put up a little article about FME being the ultimate tool for GIS users.
So we called that fme.ly/ultimate tool.
Ultimate tool. Was that a reference?
That was in the title of their post. This is a blog post of somebody else mentioning FME, and I clicked on it, and now I'm regretting it because my PowerPoint's locked up. So, oh no, here we go.
Oh, don't.
There we go.
You know, it's slow, so it means it's working.
Okay. So we found this. It's quite nice. So
and he says at the bottom, and no, I did not get paid to write this.
But it's a very glowing review, so
very good.
Thank you very much.
And then we want to talk about the newsletter as well. I think.
Oh, right, okay. The newsletter, we have Safe Software newsletter out now.
It's the winter one, so it's we haven't mentioned it yet, but it's definitely a worthwhile read, and there's tons of information and articles.
That always confuses me, winter 2012, because I think winter 2012 is next winter, but since winter spans 2 years.
In the university it was always winter 2012.
Was it?
Anyways,
I don't know. I didn't have. The British universities, I think it's slightly different. So.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see.
Anyway, that's besides the point. So yeah, we have interesting newsletter, lots of stuff in there. Conferences and trade shows you wanted to touch on
just briefly,
very quickly. Well over our 15 minutes.
Mark is pushing me. He's giving me the. Okay, so we went recently to Houston Data Management Symposium and talked about PPDM, which is the Petroleum Data Model there, and really they talked about business rule definition and implementation, data integration and exchange as being some of the challenges. We also attended National States Geographic Information Council, which was all about next generation of 911 service, which is a really hot topic. We were at the Esri Federal UC talking about ArcGIS data interoperability, Esri XML workspaces, 3D raster.
I got to show them. You just sort of waving your hands around, getting really excited, and we're not even seeing this.
I know. I'm running out of breath here. Okay, so that's what we've been doing. Now let's what's coming up? World Tour.
World Tour is coming up. Yes.
30 cities: Canada, USA, South America, Europe, Asia, Middle East, Australia.
And you go off to New Zealand, I understand.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I don't know how you scammed that one, but
you know what? I don't know either. I was short straws or something.
Yeah, right.
I don't think it was based on level of effort. But anyways.
So Australia and New Zealand, not bad. Not bad.
Not bad. April to June, and then we've also got coming up Esri Partner Conference.
Oh, okay.
In March 24th to 27th.
Okay,
so we'll be there as well.
And if you look at safe.com/events, you'll find where we're going to be
Absolutely.
And sign up for the World Tour. There's some great things going on.
Oh yeah. So let's keep going.
Training and webinars.
Very quickly, there's training that you can access in the next 2 weeks in Malaysia, Germany, and UK as well. We'll have an FME desktop online training March 28th and 29th.
Excellent. And you saw some of the Esri training that we just did. Maybe we'll be able to get that as a pre-recorded training.
That would be nice.
Because it was run today, and if it was recorded, then you might find it's on demand.
Does that put more pressure on people to get it just right?
Yes. When you're doing training, you have to be just right because you're getting recorded and
If you have to do it twice, that's and webinars. We just did the LiDAR one. You saw it on YouTube. Coming up, Google.
Click on that link.
You gonna click it? Okay. Oh, here we go.
So what have we got coming up?
We've got Google Fusion Tables and FME March 29th.
Okay, fantastic.
And I love to do this weekly desktop every Thursday.
Yep.
For new users, and monthly FME server every second Wednesday of each month. For anybody who wants to know more about the server.
Okay. And if you attended the XML webinar, there's an XML training coming up as well, I believe.
Is there really?
There is. It's not on that list because it's training, not a webinar. But,
okay. And I think that's it. Maybe hit the next slide.
Okay.
I always like to have that call to action.
Okay, you like to.
I gotta do it.
Final slide.
Yes.
For more information, safe.com. Like nobody knew that already.
I gotta do it.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing our 1/3 power hour this time.
Well,
we'll try not to make it longer than that.
Yeah.
But anyway, look at fmeevangelist.com/fmeevangelist100, and I'll put that demo on there so you can have a look at that, and we'll put the movie there as well. And so again, thank you for tuning in, and you can find us now on iTunes as well.
Oh, really?
Absolutely.
iTunes. All right.
So thanks again, and we'll see you soon.
Bye for now.